We're Deap Vally.
And you're watching Austin Underground.
All right, my name is Chris Peck. I'm with Austin Underground, and we're here with Deap Vally. He's going to be playing at South by Southwest today, I believe. So how you guys feeling today?
Tired.
Hungry.
All right, as with us all. So I want to start with you guys. Just released not super long ago a new album with Femejism. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yes.
Can you talk about the recording process of that new album and what kind of did like the political climate of like basically the election, like how that influenced some of the lyrics and the production of that record?
I would say the political climate of the election didn't influence the record at all. The record was done before things really got heated up, so the record's not speaking to any of that at all. Although I'm guessing probably the next one will.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like she said, the record was already done before shit really hit the fan. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, and then one of my favorite songs on the record was "Smile More." Can you talk a little about like did you always want to do a song like that was really head on, very aggressive? Can you talk a little about like the making of that song?
Yeah, I'll hand it over to Lindsay because she's really the primary author of "Smile More."
Yeah, I mean, that song is just very, it's very literal. It's not cryptic at all. It's just, it was really just like venting, That's it, cathartic venting. So, did I always want to do a song like that? Sure. Yeah, those songs are fun to write, and I think that a lot of people relate to it, male and female. Yeah.
But I think our songs are pretty confrontational in general, like you were saying.
Mm-hmm. Did you always want to do like confrontational songs like that when you guys were getting started?
Yeah, definitely. I think like a big part of what we talked about before our first jam was like being confrontational, like a little bit punk, being in your face, being unapologetic.
Yeah, totally. We're not afraid to be blunt or offensive or anything, It's just kind of, we just have fun and we say what we want to say.
Now, can you talk a little about, first thing I want to know, is this your first time playing at South by Southwest? And even if it's not, talk a little like what are you expecting from the crowd tonight, and how is a festival crowd different from, just your average show?
This is not our first time playing South by Southwest. This is probably like our third or fourth time. And South by Southwest is crazy. It's really hard work for bands. It's a lot of schlepping, gets hot, traffic is horrible. It's like go, go, go. But
It's different from other festivals because most festivals you go to, there's like, it's one festival, there's a designated backstage, there's catering, there's all these like things. South by Southwest is just a million shows within one city, all happening simultaneously. So it is chaos, but it's fun. It is hard work, but it's fun because you run into a lot of people and that's always awesome.
yeah, I think festival crowds, I guess I'd say they're different than show crowds. I mean, obviously, when you're playing a show, your crowd is captive. You know what I mean? That's what they're there for, that one show that night. Whereas oftentimes with festival crowds, people are trying to catch like 10 different acts that night. And so there's more of like a movement of in and out, like people catching a couple songs and like going and catching something else, which I think when we first started playing festivals was a little bit unnerving.
Yeah.
But then you just realize like they're just trying to like cram it in, So the fact that they even came and they hung for a couple songs is like the beautiful part. I think other than that, like, tonight's going to be fun because we're playing at 10, so people will probably be pretty sloppy by then.
Yeah, I mean, and you're really winging it at South by also. You're not like sound checking, you're really just figuring it out as you go.
Yeah, it's pretty raw.
Getting back to your new record, how has your sound changed from the first record to the second one, and how do you plan like evolving it into the future?
I don't know. How do you think? I'd be curious to hear how you think it's changed.
Well, I noticed with the first one, it felt a little bit more like a little I don't want to say like underproduced, but a little bit more like gritty, a little raspier. And the first one it felt, and then the second one it felt a little, I don't want to say cleaner because I think it gives out the wrong connotation, but a little finer in like how the beats hit. So that's at least me personally. I could be completely off, you know. I'm just me.
Right.
But just what do you got? What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, I think. I don't know. I mean, I think in a way the two records have a fundamental similarity in that they're both like journeys, and they involve a lot of different feelings, a lot of different types of songs, like upbeat, like punk songs, like slow songs of longing, heavy songs. But I think Femejism definitely has some major departures for us, like the song "Critic," which is almost like acoustic. It's sonically it's very like soft and like lilting, although lyrically it's not. Yeah. And then like this song "Post Funk" that was our offering of like a world song, you know, because we felt like it. We were like super into like Tanarwin and stuff at that moment. So yeah, there's definitely there's just genre departures. Whereas the first record is pretty like straight up, sticks to the blues chords and builds off of that. What do you think for the third record, Linz?
Who knows? We'll just see, you know? I mean, the first record's like bacon and eggs, and the second record is like bacon and eggs, but with like some chives and some.
Well, it's like a frittata.
Yeah,
it's a frittata.
Some like mushrooms and some different things thrown in there. So yeah, who knows? We'll see what other ingredients we throw in there for the third one.
And maybe like an egg white, like a weird like egg dish, but with something sweet, you know? Mm-hmm. Just something really like high concept.
A good cheese in there.
But keeping with the metaphor, you always think you'll stick with that kind of like that bacon and egg. You always stick with that kind of like that core. Do you ever think you ever depart from your signature style?
I mean, I think we could depart, but if we did, it would be a very like overt choice, and it would be part of the message or the thing we were saying, you know. I don't think we'd ever just like hop into electropop without like explaining ourselves, you know.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think that like the ethos of what we do will always remain and stay the same. But as far as, you know, adding, you know, if we ever pick up in other instruments or anything like that, I mean, I don't think that necessarily changes what the message of what we do is. So, and you know, you got to keep it fresh and interesting. So we'll see what happens.
All right, again, thank you guys so much for talking to me. If you want to get anything more Deap Vally, make sure to go to all their different social medias and check them out on Spotify. And to keep up with everything else on South by Southwest, make sure to follow Austin Underground on, again, every social media there is. And I'm Chris Peck, and we'll see you back here next time.